So this episode should have been titled Delusional. That's what it should have been titled. Delusional. Alexa, what does delusional mean?
The adjective delusional is usually defined as having false or unrealistic beliefs or opinions. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for delusional.
That's okay. We get it. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another recap of Love After Lockup, child. If y'all think about this episode, these are adults we dealing with. We dealing with adults. We are dealing with adults that make adult decisions. Is that what we dealing with? Okay, let's start off with Michael and Justine. Now, Michael. Now, see, when you was over there with Mocha Latte Frappuccino, you was up in that little cigar room and you was spitting a little something. You had some bars. But see, where the delusional come in at? That was Love After Lockup balls. See, we have seen a many come and go. We have seen a many rappers from Love After Lockup, 90 Day Fiance. We have seen them. But you come on here and you spit a little bit. See, that does not mean that you tell your wife who is pregnant, who has a job, to quit her job. Just by chance, you may get that hit. See, that's not what that means, Michael. I want to need for you to stop. Now, there is SoundCloud rappers that have been on SoundCloud for 20 years. Please don't be that guy. I want to need for you to get a job. Obviously, the sneaker business ain't all it cracked up to be, Michael. Is that what it is? But you're going to tell your pregnant wife to quit her job just in case you get that fire hit. Do you think you're Ice Spice? Do you think you Glorilla? I think the F not. But see, in your words, Michael, you can't make this up. Hey, Michael. So Justine is pregnant. And combined, this will be 8 kids. 8. Now, Justine is a nurse. She has a job. She got money coming in. But Michael wants her to quit her job so she can take care of them kids. So he can focus on his rap career and that shady sneaker business. So they find out, they're happy, they're celebrating. So she said, time to tell mama she's coming in this weekend. I'm about to give her all the tea. Michael said, pump them brakes now. There ain't no need in telling. No, we just found out. Slow your roll. Plus, your mama don't like me. Is that right? He says that the mother-in-law don't care for him. Justine and her mama, they have a rocky relationship. So, of course, she may not be excited to hear, honey, about a baby in the oven. So he was like, listen, we need to chill out. Let's not tell anybody. Don't tell the kids. Don't tell the mama. Don't tell the grandma. Don't tell the auntie. Don't tell nobody. Don't even tell the dogs, okay? Let's keep this between us. Justine makes this phone call to her supervisor. And she says, listen, I've been talking to my husband. I've been thinking about some things. He would rather for me to be a stay-home mom. I'm quitting. So the supervisor said, like, you quitting today? Today. Like, you couldn't give me no notice? I mean, Justine, you couldn't even give him a 2-week notice. Like, you gave him a 2-minute notice. The supervisor on the other end was like, child, I gotta find somebody to cover her shift. Nobody don't want to come to work. So Justine was like, I'm so sorry. I thought about it, and there's no need for me to clock in. And so the supervisor said, okay, all right. But just make sure it's your decision and not your man's decision. Justine said, I made my decision. Meanwhile, Montez Mills, or whatever his name is, said that he can't go nowhere. So he needs some studio time. So he done went on the good old internet and found a producer. Y'all want to hear about this producer? Sure y'all do. The producer name is Jacob. Honey, some little white boy who looked like he all of 20 years old and had a softball-sized tattoo on his cheek. When Michael pulls up, there's toys all up in the yard. He has to go behind back, child. Now, y'all know that's Jacob's mama's house. Y'all know that's either Jacob's mama's house or his grandma's house. One or the other. That boy. So here is Michael going into this boy's house, talking about, I ain't been in the studio in a long time. Michael, you're not in a studio. You are in somebody's mama's house. That boy just finished high school last week. Jacob. Lord, Justine done quit her job, child. Michael said he just need a one hit, and they be set for life. So he up in there in that homemade studio, thinking he killing it. You killing it for love after lockup. See, that's how you kill it, because it's love after lockup. Look, I'm not trying to knock nobody's dreams. I'm not. But Justine, you need to go ask if you can have your job back. So Jacob, the high schooler, he come telling him about how the rap scene is atrocious and how people ain't booking and blah, blah. Let's move on. Nathan, are you all right? Nathan, do you need a counselor? Do you need anger management? Do you need a therapist? You need something. So the last time we see Nathan and Skylar, Nathan was apologizing and begging like Keith Sweat. Talking about how sorry. I'm sorry. Nobody. I mean, he was really into it. But then we see the producers worried, honey. Nobody ain't heard from Skylar. Nobody ain't heard from Nathan. They done showed up at Nathan's house. Ain't nobody home. Done called his homeboy. He don't know what's up. Skylar's mama done come over. Skylar's mama's all up in tears, crying, snot flying, talking about she worried. She hoped that her daughter ain't relapsed. Just a mess. 48 hours go by. 48 hours went by. Skylar shows up with Nathan driving. He done dropped her off at her mama's house. She gets out. Get out my face. Get out my face. So she walks in. Now let's talk about Nathan. Nathan's truck looked like it's on its last leg, child. So the whole cameraman, what is with this thing y'all are doing now, Love Out the Lockup producers, where we are seeing the whole cameraman hauling that 100-pound camera into the vehicle? What is that about? So Nathan's already pissed off, red in the face, he mad. He gave an half-ass excuse as to why he has not been around. Why you have not been answering the phone. Why you have not been where you're supposed to be. Oh, she's doing this. Oh, we're doing that. I'm going to need for her to do this. Then he's like, get out my effing truck. Get out my truck respectfully. So the cameraman gets out. The door is halfway shut. He speeds off in that truck. Did y'all notice that little thing at the beginning that the Love at the Lockup producers, We TV, done put on there talking about we didn't mean to offend you? They got their asses handed to them when they realized that Nathan done dropped the N-word several times. And now Nathan is out here mad, speeding off. Y'all, what's wrong with him? Y'all, I don't think we're going to see Nathan again after this season. We're not going to see Nathan or Skylar again. I think that's it for them. This season, that's it. Oh, we're not going to see them this season, are we? Jesus. So then there's Skylar at her mama's house. She shows up. Her mama's like, oh my God, where have you been? I've been so worried. So Skylar was like, I'm fine. So this is what Skylar said happened. Skylar was with her homegirl. She got home late. Nathan mad. He real mad. He mad like a rabid dog. So she said, I'm good. Nathan done accused her of cheating. So he done simmered all night. The next morning, he's still mad. They get into an argument. This is what Skylar said, because see, Nathan can tell us this for some reason. Because see, the producers asked him, what happened? What happened? He was like, I don't want to talk about it. They were like, why? I just don't. Like a child. These are grown adults who signed up for this show. Who signed up for a show called Love After Lockup, a reality show where there's cameras in your face all the time. Love After Lockup producers, why didn't you film that? Why didn't you film Skylar and Nathan's argument? You film everything else. So Skylar said that her phone accidentally by Nathan got crushed up in the truck door. How did you make it from the bedroom to the truck door? What happened? You left some holes in the story. So she says, hey, he tore my phone up, so I tore his phone up. Again, adults who actually need therapy and counseling, someone to talk to. Because ever since Skylar has gotten out of prison, Nathan has been on 10. Ever since. So the mama said, listen, this ain't good. This is going to trigger you. The fussing, the fighting, the yelling. This is your trigger. So the mama says, listen, did you relapse? Skylar says, no, I did not relapse. But she said, listen, if this don't work out between me and Nathan, I'm done with love. I'm done. Is that it? Really? Y'all gonna need to do something because y'all are Toxic. Spells what? Hmm? Y'all gonna need to do something because y'all are Toxic. Spells what? Hmm? Y'all gonna need to do something because y'all are Toxic. Spells what? Hmm? Y'all gonna need to do something because y'all are Toxic. Spells what? Hmm? Y'all gonna need to do something because y'all are Toxic. Spells what? Hmm? Y'all gonna need to do something because y'all are Toxic. Spells what? Hmm? Y'all do not need to be together if this is it. You've only been out of prison for 4 days. You got a broken cell phone. Nathan done cut a shine at a restaurant, and now y'all done had a knockdown drag out at the crib. Let's move on. Monique and Derek. So Derek is still with his brothers, and his brothers are not down with Monique. Haven't met Monique, haven't talked to Monique, and they are really emphasizing Monique's weight. They are really emphasizing this, talking about this ain't how our family rolls. We don't get down with the BBWs. She ain't even your type. I mean, even the sister said that. They are really stuck on this. Now, you can be stuck on other things than her weight. And this is my thing. If Derek is looking you in the face and say, listen, okay, Monique held me down for 2 years. You didn't. My family didn't. Monique did. And I care for her. That should be enough. That should be it. But they keep wanting to talk about BBWs and how our family don't do it. Honey, no. Y'all don't have to keep saying that. You ain't even talked to Monique. And just like Derek said, you ain't met her, you ain't talked to her. You going by what the sister said. Lord have mercy, what a mess. So the brother brings up Monique posting some type of snide post on social media. And so the brother was like, listen, she posted this on social media, disrespecting the family. You don't do that. You don't do that. And so Derek said they do it too. Let's not forget, the sisters posted on social media about Monique first. About how Derek don't need to be with Monique, and they done took a picture of Monique and put it on social media. They have done that several times. So Monique is getting some get back, tit for tat. And so Derek said, listen, don't be getting all up in that, okay? They've been at each other's throat since the beginning, both of them. Child, they get back to the sister's house, and child, Derek done pulled out a jail tablet. And it's some girl shaking a booty. This what y'all doing in prison? Honey, the more I have watched this show, the more I learn. So the brothers are like, see, that's what we're talking about. See, that's what you need to be getting with. You don't need to be getting with the BBW. You need to be getting with the girl who's shaking her tail for an inmate that is looking at it on a prison tablet. Yeah, that's who they need you. That's who you want your brother with. So the sisters show up, and we already know how the sisters feel about Monique. They already going in on her. She's disrespectful. She's rude. She's not your type. On and on and on, child. Meanwhile, Monique is at said hotel. Now, y'all, that's the hotel. Now, I was expecting a Best Western, a Sheraton, a Holiday Inn, a Holiday Inn Express. I mean, that looked like somebody's, duplex apartments. That was a hotel? Y'all, am I walking crooked? Is that how y'all get down in Ohio? My Ohioans, y'all let me know. That's a hotel? So Monique is there waiting on Derek. Okay, now let's not forget the location had been taken away. So hours done went by, child. And she's like, I don't know what's up with him. Ain't heard from him, ain't talked to him. I'm blowing up his phone. So the location's off. He's with his sisters and brothers, and it's time to go visit their mother's grave. So sad. Now, Derek says that his mom was outside of a nightclub and some da-da-da-da-da-da was ringing, and his mom was taken away from him forever. Now, y'all know I can't say the word because YouTube is always listening, but y'all know what happened to his mama. Very, very sad. Very sad. And it just seems like that Derek was raised hard. Like he says that his mama was the one that introduced him into, you know, the DRUGS. I just cannot imagine. But that was his life. He said he loved his mom. He said that he knows his mom loved him. So the sisters and brothers went to the grave and said their, goodbyes. Did y'all hear that one sister at the end and said, bye, girl? Y'all ain't gonna say too much because that sister looked like she can fight. So, hey, Derek's sister, hey. I ain't even gonna say hey. So they get back in the car and they talking. They bring up Monique again. And so he was like, listen, I ain't trying to hear this mess, okay? You're going to see her tomorrow at the accordingly. Listen, I want y'all to like her because she's my boo thing, okay? So the one sister was like, listen, I give it a chance, okay? You like her, I try to like her. Now get on up out this vehicle. So Derek gets in there, and so Monique was like, where have you been? What's going on? And so he says, listen, my brothers rolled up on me, okay? I got to talk with them, went with my sisters. We went to the grave. I was stressed, and a lot was going on, child. And so they talked about the chase that was going on, too. Derek, this was the perfect time to tell Monique that you knew exactly who it was. Monique had the door open for you. Monique said, you ain't got nothing to tell me, right? Derek said, no, I ain't got nothing to tell you. You don't have anything to tell me? No, I'm good. You don't have anything to tell me because, see, if it wasn't your sisters, is it someone else? No, it ain't. I don't know who it is. Could it be an ex? No, that couldn't be it. Derek is just standing there, laying there, lying. Just lying. Then we found out before that Derek, recreational use of some DRUGS. Monique said, I ain't even know nothing about that. Derek said, don't worry about it. That was a long time ago. Okay? I was a street pharmacist, but I needed to test out the product. It's all good, baby doll. Oh, man. Derek is messing up all over the place. Derek, you need to tell Monique. I'm telling you. You need to tell her because, oh, my gosh, she's going to erupt when she finds out about Miss Correctional Officer. And she was the one that was following you. Child, a mess. A whole mess. Let's move on. Ashley and Travis. Y'all, what's wrong with Ashley? What's wrong with Travis? So, Ashley and Travis are in Manassas, Virginia because they got put out of her house. She done sold everything she could sell to get a little bit of coins together. They're homeless. Okay? Homeless. Literally homeless. They have little bit of money to their name. But it's time to go to see his mom that he haven't seen over a decade. So Travis wants to give her a gift. Now, instead of going to the numerous of stores that they done passed by, Target, Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Five Below, they decide to go into this ritzy mom and pop candle shop to get candles for his mother, to make a good impression. So he was like, my mama like candles, so I'm going to go ahead and get her a candle, and then I'm going to need for you to get a candle from you, and then we're going to get a candle to give to her together. So 3 candles. So the man says, that'll be $28 and some change for a candle. So Ashley, after her stomach stopped turning, she was like, instead of her looking at him saying, no, we got to get up out of here, he done pulled out a credit card with confidence. Honey, he was confident. He was like, here you go. And honey, that man with confidence said, DECLINED. Honey, decline. 1 word, 2 syllables. Declined. Okay. How embarrassing. So he was like looking through his wallet. He was like, do you have any cash? And she was like, I found $10. So they threw $10. Didn't have enough money, so they had to go to the vehicle and search out the rest of the money. Now this is 2 grown people, one fresh out of prison and a 38-year-old jewelry business owner. Don't have $85 for some candles. So he's in there and he's upset, embarrassed, I'm sure. Talking about, I ain't seen my mom in a decade, and then we don't show up with anything. She's going to think that it's trash. And so Ashley said, I'm not trash. He says, I'm not calling you trash, but she may think that this is trash, not showing up without a gift. You could get her a gift, Travis. I gave you numerous stores that you pass by in the great state of Virginia. You didn't have to spend $85, $86 on those 3 candles. Oh, lost your mind, especially when you're broke as a joke and you're homeless and got that dog. What you feeding the dog? So they show up at the mama's house. Mama got a nice crib. Wasn't that house nice? Come on in, guys. How are you? Hey, Ma. So they present this $80-some candles, honey. She better burn them things every day. Keep them on for hours. So showing around the house, she got a nice little pool. They're talking about Ashley's non-existent jewelry business. Ashley keeps going on and on about the panorama and how it affected her business, instead of her saying, I should have got me a job. So now she's hurt, like everyone else during 2020. Now she's paying for it. She's dropping money left and right for Travis that was incarcerated. So the mama said, I may have a solution for you. See, my baby boy's fresh out of prison and he homeless. He ain't got nowhere to go. But I may have something for you too. So the mama done showed them this lovely basement apartment, fully furnished. Nice living room, big TV, a comfortable bed, a bathroom. And she says, listen, y'all can stay here. I want you all to stay here. You can stay here until you get on your feet. And instead of Dumb and Dumber jumping all over it, talking about, get the bags. Ah. Yes, ma'am. They are standing there looking foolish, talking about, oh no, we're grown adults and, we want to figure it out on our own. You just spent $80-some on 3 candles. You're idiots. You can't figure anything out on your own. See, that's been proven. So his mom is being kind and gracious and said, you can have this. You're homeless and broke. You better take up on that offer with your stupid asses. These people are idiots. Ashley goes to a thrift store. This man is looking at her like, what's up with this? Ashley talking about selling jewelry, buying jewelry, all this thousands and thousands of dollars. He was like, ma'am, if I could do something with this, I'd be a millionaire. So she's talking and they're exchanging and he seems impressed and he says, do you want a part-time job? See, this is how dumb Ashley is. Now, I don't know what's going on with Ashley. Y'all, is it the... Because the minute he said, do you need a part-time job? She should have said, yes. Absolutely. In fact, do you have full-time? How much are you starting off? Because see, again, we're homeless. 38-year-old Ashley sitting up there talking about some thousands and thousands of jewelry to a man in a thrift store. So, Travis's mama is trying to talk to Travis. And she said, y'all are in a financial strain. You're at my house. Ain't got nowhere to go. Ain't even got 2 pennies to rub together. What is the plan here? You don't have a job. Her job is hurting. What are you going to do? So here is Travis trying to justify all this foolishness. And she says, listen, I'm not saying you shouldn't get married. I'm just saying don't get married now. Live together. Stay together. Wait it out. What is the rush? You two don't need to get married right now. And she's absolutely right. You have to understand. But Travis, in one ear and out the other, he wasn't even listening, child. He kept making excuse after excuse after excuse. You're 2 grown people who have nowhere to go. You at your mama's house, she's telling you you can stay there, and you talking about how much you don't love this woman. Love don't feed you. Love ain't putting a roof over your head. You better go somewhere and find a job. That's what you do, okay? Let's move on. Last and most definitely least, Cameron. Cameron, now why did you go over to your sister's damn house and lie? Now Cameron done went over there with his 4'11" Sergeant Waters. Why did you go over to your sister's house and tell a fib? That is not what Aris said. You caused problems. So it's the next morning, and Cameron's family is throwing him a welcome back party that is going to have alcohol when he don't need alcohol. Aris says that she ain't feeling well. Y'all think, is Aris pregnant? She kept saying, I don't feel well. Something ain't right. I don't feel well. So Aris says that she's, ill. And she don't feel like going to the party. And plus, she's going back to Florida, I think the next day. Plus, she has a daughter. People forget that. She has a 9-year-old child with her. That child don't need to be at this party. So Cameron is feeling type of way. He says, listen, we got married last night and I want you to meet the rest of my family. So Aris says, no, I don't feel well. I met the people I need to meet at the wedding. Okay? And I just have to meet them another time. She was like, I was hoping that we'll, spend the day together. Cuddle, kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. He was like, no, I'm going to this party. And then he gonna stand over there, put on them shades. Yo, what is wrong with this cast? Did all of them eat glue in elementary school? So he shows up at his sister's house. The sisters are there, the aunties there, cousins are there. They was like, hey, let's turn up. Let's turn up. Again, Cameron got arrested because he couldn't handle his alcohol. And what does he do? Grab the alcohol. Had alcohol. He taking shots. So they're like, where's the wifey? Where's sister at? Here is Cameron. She didn't want to come. So the sisters are like, what? She didn't want to be bothered. Pass me that Hennessy. Pass me that Hennessy. I said, Cameron, 4'11", and you done went up in there and lied. That is not what Aaron said. Instead of Cameron going in there and saying, she can't come, y'all. She don't feel well, and she has a daughter. They have to get ready to go back to Florida tomorrow. She got time to be coming to no party. She'll see y'all another time. She's sending her love and best wishes. That's all he had to say. And he gonna come up in there talking trash. That is not what she said at all. So of course now the sisters' feelings are hurt because the sisters are thinking, seriously, Aris? You don't want to see us? You just married our brother at the park in the dark. And you don't want to see us? Man, that's foul. So now they're in, so now they're upset. Cameron's still going on and on, talking about, I'm not going to get involved. That's between y'all. Shut up, Cameron. I'm going to need for you to walk into a doorknob. That's what you do. You started this instead of going in there and telling them what Aris really said. So the sisters are like, man, I want to call her. So they called Aris. Aris said, listen, I didn't feel good. I didn't feel well. She went on and on and on. So the sisters are still upset by this. Cameron is getting hammered, y'all. Hammered. The auntie is trying to talk to him. Everybody's trying to talk to him. Meanwhile, he's standing on the kitchen table or somebody's table. And I'm like, why y'all got this, why y'all got y'all's brother up on y'all's furniture like this? Is that y'all's furniture? I would have tripped him. I would have busted him upside his head. Just acting foolish. Cursing, yelling. Sister said, who you talking to? I know you're not talking to me like that. Don't be talking to me like that. Cameron just cut an absolute shine, honey. And so the auntie is like, you need to understand what's happening, okay? You need to calm down. And so the brother said, listen. And so here's Cameron. If I get in trouble, that's on me. Okay, I'm gonna be the one doing the time. He's falling all over the place, slurred words. Oh boy. So the sisters are like, we don't want you to go to Florida. Okay? We want you to stay here. And now, since they think that Aris has an attitude and didn't want to come, now they have a bad taste about her. And Cameron didn't correct her. Cameron, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's it, y'all. That's all I got. I done talked long enough, child. My throat is dry. Okay? To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.